Hello, you guys. I go by Rocky. Welcome to Rock's Tarology or Rock Starology, however you want to flip it, smack it, rub it down. I'm doing these readings for what to look out for this week based on the astro transits of the week. I posted those in my blog and what to be aware of. I'm doing a particular order, and this video is for Cancers and Leos, because I need to talk about y'all real quick because you guys have a particular energy, and there are some messages that Mercury needs to communicate to you. And we are also approaching a new moon this week on Thursday, actually. Today is Tuesday, by the way. So, just wanted to do a quick little check-in on what to be pretty much aware of. What is Mercury's retrograde allowing you to hone in on with this energy, and just pretty much what to be on the lookout for. Didn't even explain who I was. So going back to who I am just a little bit. Go by Rocky. Taromancer, astrologer, artist, creator, poet, and all them dope teams. Okay. I'm gonna just go ahead and get started. I always say I never have a script or anything like that. What you see is literally what you get. It's not gonna be the same every time. Which is why I don't have a set introduction. I should probably work on that, but of all the inauthentic things and scripted things and line for line things, it's too rigid for me, okay? So, with that being said, the way that I will explain these energies in terms of Cancer and Leo, I will be speaking from the perspective as if it is your rising sign. So I'll be speaking about Cancer as if it is your rising, and I'll be speaking about Leo as if it is your rising. But it is and can be applicable to your Sun, rising, Moon, Mercury, Venus, and Mars. And I say that for the faster moving planets because they are essentially what shows up when we present ourselves, and the slower moving planets are the foundation that we emerge from with our faster moving planets. Okay? So, Cancer, Leo, so funny. I'm talking about you guys because, in the same video, by the way, because any way you flip it in tropical or sidereal astrology, we are dealing with Saturnian energy. And funny enough, Saturn is opposite both Cancer and Leo, with Saturn ruling Aquarius, which is opposite of Leo, and ruling Capricorn, which is opposite of Cancer. You guys are seeing the flip side of things, maybe, right? Also approaching a new moon in your opposite sign or complement sign. You could be dealing with seeing a new perspective on the flip side of things, right? Y'all could be dealing with a Gemini as well. But anyway, see what energies y'all need to focus on. Energies y'all need to focus on for this week. So let's talk about Cancers first. I'll speak about the card that just came out. The Cancers, you would have, from a sidereal point of view, you have Capricorn in your 7th house. From a tropical point of view, you will have Aquarius in your, it's the same thing. You will have Aquarius in your 8th house, but tropically or sidereally, it depends on the planet, on which house it's in, or which side it falls on, right? So sidereally, you could be dealing with seeing a new perspective when it comes to your relationships. Maybe you're putting yourself in other people's shoes, which is admirable. Or other people could be putting themselves in your shoes and they're seeing why you are built a specific type of way. There was something that was probably brought to the forefront about you that not a lot of people knew, or the person that you were talking to, or the person that's involved in whatever I'm speaking on, they didn't know about a specific side to you, which is why you come off the way that you do. You could have been overprotective, which goes into the card that popped out. This is the Seven of Wands. This is Mars and Leo. So there could have been a lot of aggression when it came to standing up for what you believe in. As you can see, there is this. Can you see it? There is this man with this one wand, and it has this light, and it's opposing these other ones. Oh, yo, I love when this happens. Don't we have 6 planets that are about to be in sidereal Capricorn or tropical Aquarius? I'm about to get hype. I can't stand that I had to move my device because it probably looks stupid, but whatever. Like I said, none of this is scripted, none of this is expected. I goes with the flow. One moment, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The moon is approaching these 6 planets that's already in tropical Aquarius or sidereal Capricorn. That is hilarious. Okay, so this new moon definitely has a message for both Cancers and Leo. This sums it up perfectly. Even though this is Leo in the card, this goes for Cancer as well, because again, if you look at it from a sidereal point of view, in Capricorn, Cancers would have the same amount of planets in their opposite sign. So yeah, you could have been I love when that happens, bruh. I love when that happens. You could have been really working on carrying this torch or carrying this light within you, despite the external noise, despite everybody else's status quo, despite everybody else's restrictions and opinions about you. Y'all just been like, okay, shit. If not me, then who? I'ma still move forward. I'ma still shine this light. I'ma still be me. I love when that happens, yo. Oh my gosh. Damn, that's funny. With this new moon approaching all of these planets. Ooh, I forgot I had a mascara. Oh. I be forgetting I'm recording. Okay, fuck, that hurt. There could have been something that came into your awareness that hurt you. You know, shout, man. I say what you want. Mercury retrograde's been lit for the past couple years. Despite everything that I've gone through, Mercury retrogrades have been lit. Just the amount of information that comes in and the way that it comes in, even if I catch on to it late, it's just like, holy fucking shit. You probably had that same aha moment. And you're like, oh shit. Now that I know what I know, I understand why I have to go against all this shit now. And this probably accumulated. It probably wasn't even this bad at first. What is that? There could have been something that you thought you had a grip on, and it just... No, you gotta be quicker than that. Mars, though. There's all this. I honestly, because there was something prominent that happened in my eyes when Mars went into retrograde and then it stationed retrograde. I just felt like there was a lot of pent up. I'm gonna just say what just popped up in my head. Y'all remember in shout out to Nutty Professor. Y'all remember when it was the first one when Sherman and Miss Purdy was having dinner at the Clump's house, and they was talking about how Sherman was a was a virgin, and the grandma can't even get it out, dog. The grandma was talking about all that sexual energy, that pent up energy, just wanting and wanting and wanting. Whoa! Might make your head pop off. Pop goes the weasel. Pop goes the weasel because the weasel say pop. I literally just posted that video yesterday. That's funny. There, especially with Mars, you know, being like a sexual energy, it is the energy of creation. It's one of the energies of creation. It could have been a lot that's been just pent up, and you just feel like you're about to just explode, and you're going to explode on anybody that gets in your way. You don't care how many people are up against you. Let me get some more context on this, because all of that was just funny. Got Capricorn showing up again. Cancers, that's your opposing energy. Leo. Capricorn would be in conjunct to you energetically. And what that means is there is a particular, I don't want to say power play, but it could be 12-12. It could be a... Hey, yo. Not while I'm recording, yo. There could be a bit of a power play, or not power play, power struggle, or there's just like some indecision on, I'm not sure if I made this known, but let's be clear. Any tool and anything that I say has been prayed over, has been consecrated over in a benevolent energy that says, I don't play that shit here, and only benevolent channelings are allowed. I just had to be clear, because anyway, there could be a battle between wanting to be free, and then that Saturnian energy is like, okay, you can be free, but there are some things that come with this freedom. Are you willing to pay the price? Some of y'all was like, yeah, you know, I'm a Mayan. What? I got this. Saturn was like, okay, I see you, playboy. I see you. Let's do it. Boom! You saw how one thing played out, and you probably didn't see it at first, and then it was like, Then another event happened, and you saw how that came about, and then you kind of sat there with Saturn looking at him, and he looks at me, and I look at him, and he looks at me. If you know where that's from, you're tight. Y'all looking at each other like, so who's gonna take the blame for this? Saturn's looking at you like, are you serious? He just asked me that. You'll see this. You really having a Lunette moment? Who made this big mess? And Saturn's just looking at you, just like, are you really asking me this question right now? Mercury, being in a Saturnian sign, is asking you if you are really serious about asking this right now. Who made this big mess? Who's going to account for this one? Y'all go on and look in the mirror? Cancers. Cancers have a really bad. I'm gonna call y'all out. Cancers, y'all have a really bad habit of staying in places too long as well. You might want to look at Sagittarius and Pisces reading, because yeah, Pisces message may resonate for you, but you have a really bad habit of staying in places a little bit too long. You try to make things and events and you try to make it homey because that's just you. You're ruled by the moon. That's what you do. You provide that security. You nurture it. It doesn't matter what it takes. You want to nurture it back to health. But there are some things, god dang it. There's some things you just gotta, you can't make a home out of, man. I learned. I learned. Class, I learned. Okay, let me. So, my lunar and solar babies. Yeah, y'all could have been very, whichever way. Whichever way you flip it. Oh! Okay. You could be dealing with a Libra or a Pisces. Good God. Go watch that reading. Especially Cancers, because this is your card, Cancer. Please, go watch that. Go watch that reading. You do that. Right after you get this read, go get that read too. Stop making home out of... Stop. Because the moment you make don't get too comfortable in dysfunction, okay? Saturn's saying that to Leos as well. Y'all can't keep being prideful and saying, oh, I'm Leo. I'm not at fault for this. This is your fault. Who told you to blah, 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 blah. Saturn's asking you the same thing, sweetheart. What are you doing? Moving forward. Justice card came out. Whatever was imbalance is coming to balance now. Okay. And it is something that you know. High Priestess came out. This is something that you know. Again, you could be dealing with the Gemini. It's something that you know. What you thought? What you thought? Because Mercury, you didn't listen to Mercury when it communicated to you. You thought you was gonna get the Saturn and be like, "Oh, hey, what's up, Playboy? Hey, can I get this?" Saturn's like, according to my records, my child. And it's not to say, not to come from a place of, holier than thou, but Leo's got to get checked a bit because y'all be coming off holier than thou. And it's like, no. 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 You cannot override time. You cannot just sit and think, okay, just because I'm not thinking about it anymore, or I choose to be blinded to it, or I choose not to see it with this mask over my eye, that it has nothing to do with me. And then got the audacity to want to build stuff and you not even learning. All that sun in your eyes. Get hip to the moon. This new moon energy, get accustomed to that darkness. It may be a mirror exercise that y'all need to do, especially when it comes to self-worth and coming to an acceptance of what at first allowed you to be blinded by something that you missed the message, so that you won't be blinded to it again. Don't stalk nobody. You dealing with a Libra, tell them stop stalking you. You have Saturn's permission. That's crazy. Stop stalking people. If you in a relationship with somebody and they told you to leave them alone, and you ain't left them alone, I feel like, you know what? There's going to be a face that you see in the sky, in the clouds, and it's going to shake you up. You will see a face, and you will know. I don't know why I want to say who God is, but hey. Message. When you have a higher perspective of yourself, this could be a message that you could try to communicate with somebody. That's cute. Try to communicate with somebody and they just didn't really get it. Saturn got it. You don't gotta do too much. Cancers as well, same message. Y'all don't gotta do too much. Y'all don't have to keep providing and over providing and overdoing and overextending. They saw what you did. Yeah, y'all definitely have to watch Pisces reading, because I'll ask you the same thing that I asked them. Is that enough for you? Is what you're providing, what you're doing, what you're saying, is that enough for you? Does that hold the weight in gold that you're insinuating that it should have to this other person? Does it have that weight to you? If not, then you wasting your energy. All that lunar energy. Y'all so flip-floppy anyway. Y'all are ruled by the moon. Y'all gonna change y'all mind within the next 3 days. What you doing? Cut it out. Let me see something. Cause I'm gonna have to wrap y'all up. Y'all taking a little bit too long. Sagittarius and Pisces reading was short and sweet. Maybe okay. Cause y'all okay. Planetary wise and energetically in my eyes. You know, you don't have to take my word. Cancerians and Leos are the children, the babies of the zodiac, right? So they have to be spoken to in a specific type of way in order for your messages to resonate. So maybe if you're a cross watcher, if you nosy, talking about some damn cross watcher, y'all being too damn nice. If you nosy, let me stop. Yeah, if you're cross watching, because you could be cross watching for other signs in your chart. I'm fucking around. I forgot what I'm saying. See, I play too much. Yeah, I literally lost my train of thought. All that to say, yeah, stop doing the most. Stop overextending. Stop clocking. Stop being too prideful. And yeah, that's the shadow aspect. Because you want to know, okay. This new moon could bring that aspect, because with full moon energy, you see, you know, the moon in full culmination. You see it at the full circumspect? No. You see the full circumference, quote unquote, of the moon when it's in its full phase. And you know, with that light, it's like, okay, oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous. We're so used to that with the sun, because the sun always, you know, it literally shows up the same every time. But that moon, and it's so funny because as the moon is going through its own changes, again with Saturnian energy, which is the opposite of lunar or Cancerian energy, it's taking account of all of these changes that have happened, all of the lunar changes that have happened. Every one of them, even the ones in between full and noon, you're waxing, you're waning, you know, your halves. We don't talk about half moons. Why? Why not? Anyway, so with the new moon, you have this new shadow, or this new perspective of the shadow side of the moon. What's being seen? What are you seeing? Right. Now, with the light side of everything, there is something that you have full faith in. And though you have an inner knowing about pushing forward, proceeding forward, there's just something that needs to be reviewed. There's something of an emotional aspect that needs to be acknowledged. You need to pay attention to it. It could be coming out of nowhere. It could be coming in your dreams. But just pay attention to it. It is a form of communication. I will tell you that. And with this communication, especially with it being Mercury retrograde, is asking you to review one more thing before you kind of like balance everything out with this inner knowing that you have. There's just one more thing you have to check in before you be like, all right, boom, I got it. All right, so Cancers, Leos, that has been your reading. I didn't really touch on I did. Yeah, that's 7th house energy. Let me do a quick review. Sidereal, Cancer. Okay, Capricorn. Okay, from a tropical point of view, Cancers, all these planets will be in your 8th house. So there could be some agreements that you originally agreed to that are just like, yeah, no, I can't rock with it. Especially when it comes to working with people in business, wanting to do something new with new people. Or there could be some things that you have to grow out of in order to meet these people where you are, and you're coming to realize how much that takes and the work that you need to put into it. Or maybe you're not, which is why this card is right here and is asking you to review one more thing before you establish this relationship with Justice, being a card that represents Libra, which is the ruler of the 7th house, or the sign that rules the 7th house, excuse me. Before you establish these things with this, with this relationship, have you looked over everything? Did you check into your heart space, Leos, Cancers? Since y'all deal with the heart and the solar plexus, are y'all fully confident in the heart space as y'all are, verbally, mentally, financially, for some? That's been your reading. Bye now.